It seems to me that a country like the United States of America, that we don't need the United Nations and others to tell us what is right or wrong.
Do you really think that these people were terrorists? And I had 3 friends of mine, age 65, on these boats who witnessed the killing at a point-blank range. What do you think? Oh, you smile.
And the people who are trying to come here, who are on the flotilla, who are trying to block the blockade and trying to aid and abet terrorism, ought to be denied entry into the United States.
Woo! Censorship! Boo!
I think
such bullshit!
Well, the only one trying to censor is you right now.
No,
You're trying
sir!
to down. Israel and the United States support freedom. Israel is the only democracy in the Middle East.
Oh, for the Jews only!
And Israel will always stand together, and we will always
to speak out against terrorism. JCRC has always
Gaza!
been at organizing us and bringing us together in important support for Israel. We are here today to speak out in support of the blockade.
You should get out of here. Go to Israel. Let records.
What's your name, ma'am?
My name is Natalia Weidman, and I think that you are despicable because you have to go to Israel
Okay, where
and
were
let
you born, ma'am?
records in Russia.
Where were you born, ma'am?
Russia. And let
Where were
no,
you born?
you're not allowed to speak. I'm allowed to speak. You have to go to Israel and let
Hey,
records.
police, she touched me.
And let records.
She touched me. She touched
and
me.
let records.
What's up?
All right, stay there.
Thank you. Hey, how about the Turkish citizens who got killed?
Thank you very much. As Congressman Rangel said, we know that a war is being waged against Israel.
population, every single one of those rockets a war crime. Because it is a crime to target a civilian population at random. A blockade, barring the import of arms, barring the import of anything for that matter, is a totally acknowledged, legitimate tactic in war. We blockaded Germany and Japan. Our strategy was to destroy every Japanese merchant ship so that we would starve out the people of Japan, and no one called it a crime. Nobody who is not ignorant or hypocritical can deny the right of the Israelis to maintain this blockade. They could debate the wisdom of it if they want, but they cannot deny the right. Anybody trying to take a ship through the blockade is committing an act of war against Israel, frankly, under international law. International law recognizes the right of a country that has proclaimed the blockade to board, or in certain circumstances even to sink, any ship attempting to run that blockade in international waters. About that. And therefore Israel had every right to do whatever she did. As I said, we were all carrying $10,000 in cash in their pockets, and we violently resisted the Israelis and created and apparently shot IHH, this Turkish group that is apparently affiliated, according to the Danish Institute for International Studies 2006 report, with Al-Qaeda and various other terrorist groups. And they made very clear that they were engaging in a war with Israel. And only Israel is denied in international discourse the right to defend herself. And that cannot be. We know that many of the passengers on the Mavi Marmara, those from the IHH, came on with the intent not of providing humanitarian assistance, but of attacking Israeli soldiers. That should come as no surprise when the IHH, the flotilla sponsoring organization, has long been known for its affiliations with terrorist organizations, including Hamas and Al-Qaeda. It's the responsibility of our government to enforce our law, to ensure that terrorists and those who support terrorist activities not be allowed to enter the United States. It's imperative. Investigate anyone who was on board that ship who applies for visa to the United States. Not that they should all be denied, but they should all be investigated, and anyone affiliated and giving support to a terrorist group should be denied admittance in accordance with our laws. I want to say it's incredible that Israel released all the terrorists all the non-terrorists, but also all the people who were wearing bulletproof vests, who had $10,000 in cash in their pockets, and who apparently had done the fighting, to release them all. They should not have done so, and those people should not be permitted into this country. Thank you. And before you today, unequivocally in support of the people of Israel. Several blocks east of here, we have the United Nations. That is a body which has never given Israel a fair shake. Some people say that what happened on the flotilla should be investigated
There's some friends
by
of
the
Israel.
United Nations. I say when it comes to Israel, the United Nations can never do an impartial investigation. 1/4 of all the resolutions coming out of the United Nations condemn Israel. 1/4 of all the things that are done in the United Nations are done attacking Israel.
Yay!
At a time when there is poverty and famine and wars and people killing and what do? They condemn Israel.
Yeah!
And so the United States, being Israel's only loyal and trusted friend, needs to always stand with the beleaguered people of Israel. The flotilla was out to do no good. The flotilla was out to break the blockade. Israel has a right to protect its citizens.
And kill!
Blockade.
And kill!
And the people that were on that
And
flotilla
kill.
should not be allowed to come to the United
What's your name?
States.
You're
a liar.
Their propaganda
Okay, what's your name?
and hatred and terrorism.
No problem.
With no ID, but with pockets stuffed
I'm
with
a
cash.
retired doctor.
Thank goodness.
And who are you?
There is videotape. Otherwise,
participant in this rally.
I see. Well, you know, normally courtesy is when you ask, you introduce yourself, right?
Put down the camera and I'm pleased to talk to you.
It's my right. This is Times Square. I'm an American citizen.
You certainly have a right.
Thank you.
This flotilla was designed to break Israel's blockade of Gaza. And
Yes,
not
it was.
because IHH
Because
wants to
they have
increase the flow of food
imprisoned
and
1.5
medicine
million
to the Gaza Strip. That is allowed. That is allowed over land. They want to increase the flow of weapons into the hands of Hamas.
Two of them
That's what
were
this is
on Mavi
about.
Marmara.
Before Operation
On the Mavi Marmara where all these people were killed. Okay, and one of them
on
on the
Israel's
The American public is changing. They're doing this big hoopla.
we can
Look at this
assume
little
that they would be just as willing to die as martyrs against the United States.
It's
So
really hard.
all we are asking is for the State Department to recognize that some of these passengers pose a danger not only to Israel, but to the United States. Use extra caution.
Our members of Congress, some of the most pro-Israeli members that exist in this country, we should give them a big round of applause today for stepping up. I'm a little confused about something, however. Why does it...
Because you're wrong.
Why isn't Homeland Security doing their job? Why should there be even any doubt that when a ship is coming to our shores, that we do not have a full investigation of a potential terrorist threat? Why are they not doing their job? That is the issue today.
Are you Israeli or American?
In this city,
What are you?
every day, Israel and the USA are intricately linked together.
That is
and we should use the power
nonsense.
of our security
Nonsense.
forces to make sure that we don't have to petition.
So here I am on June 14th or thereabouts, I don't know. And look at all these people, totally ignorant of what's going on. Completely ignorant. No justice, nothing. These are the faces of the American Zionist movement. These are the faces of the American Zionist movement.